Money FM 89.3. Best of breakfast. The Bigger Picture, only on Money FM 89.3.
Good morning. Welcome to The Bigger Picture with me, Audrey Siek. Now, today we're focusing on innovation in the conservation sector, and we will be traveling to Mandai. Now, chances are you think of the Singapore Zoo and its decades-long commitment to conservation. But today, that mission is leaping beyond the zoo gates through Mandai X. That is the Mandai Wildlife Group's new growth and impact accelerator, a big step to scale ventures that weave conservation and sustainability into our daily lives. They're doing this in partnership with BCG X, the tech build and design unit of Boston Consulting Group, joining forces to bring fresh ideas to life and get the public involved in meaningful nature-positive action. So how do you take conservation from the reserve to your living room, your phone, and even your kids' school bags? Let's find out, shall we? We're so delighted to have with us two guests in the studio today. First up, Belina Lee, CEO of Mandai X. Good morning, Belina. Great to have you on.
Great to be here.
And we also bring into the mix Abby Zhang, Principal Venture Architect at BCG X. Thanks for joining us, Abby.
Thanks for having us. Good morning.
It's wonderful to have you both on. I love the Mandai Zoo, so happy to chat about this today. And we'll start with Belina. You know, since this is all about the bigger picture, let's start there. Mandai has always been a trusted name in conservation here in Singapore. So what inspired the launch of Mandai X and this push to bring your mission beyond the parks?
Thanks, and that's a great question. So I'll start with Mandai's purpose, which is to build a world where people and wildlife thrive together. And for over 50 years, we've done so through the immersive wildlife parks, our beloved Singapore Zoo, world-famous night safari and the likes. And so we've been always innovating in that space. But we are now on the brink of the sixth mass extinction, and it's the very first one driven by man and human activity. But that also means that we have the power to change the outcome. And to reverse this trend, we need to extend our reach far beyond the physical visitors that come to the Mandai Wildlife Reserve, to educate and inspire people everywhere. So Mandai X was formed to scale our reach and impact with speed, going into industries that are scalable globally, and to build purpose-led ventures, and we hope to reach 1 billion consumers.
Wow. All right. So there are quite a few tools that we want to talk about today. But Abby, now let's have you join in here. You know, from BCGX's side, how do you decide which ventures to build? Like, what makes an idea stand out when it lands on your desk? And what was so attractive about Mandai X?
Right. I think, great question, Audrey. What really attracts us about Mandai X is the incredible assets they have across, animal care, sustainability, which Belina mentioned. So a lot of times what we do is we really start by looking at, what is that unique, incredible assets our client, in this case, of course, Mandai has. Starting from there, we have a very rigorous methodology. We look at what is a customer's pain points, what is the desirability, what is the problem we're trying to solve, and also, of course, whether it has a business angle. We call that viability. Does the unit economics make sense? Can we bring in the positive side of the venture together with the business value onto that? So through that rigorous process, we move forward from that.
Yeah. All right. So Mandai X blending conservation, sustainability, and everyday life in ways that we haven't really seen before. So first up's Pawpaw, which has been described as more than just another pet care app. Now, Belina, walk us through what we can look forward to with Pawpaw. How is it different from the other apps out there?
So at Mandai, we have 20,000 animals under our care, and we've been looking after them for many, many years. We practice the 5 domains of animal welfare, and we truly believe that every animal under human care deserves to be happy and healthy. So we want to make this skill set, this expertise, accessible to every Singaporean, every person in the world who has a pet, so that they can look after their pets in a responsible way, more affordably, and in innovative ways.
Fantastic. Okay, and another one that's caught attention as well is Ranger Buddy, which is a learning tool for kids. How does it work exactly, and what kind of real-world impact do you hope it will inspire with families?
So Ranger Buddies is our edutainment brand that we are building, and it's designed to reimagine purposeful play. Very often you find parents approving certain brands, but the kids don't find it fun.
No.
Or the kids find it fun, and then the parents don't really quite approve it. So we hope to be launching, or we have launched this brand that blends, purpose with play, right? So both parents approve it and children love it. So we have done so through a variety of offerings, but I'll probably spotlight on what we call missions. Missions are what we use and design to help nurture children to become future ready through the development of essential life skills, at the same time fostering that love for nature and animals, right? And so, for example, in one Ranger Buddies mission, kids travel virtually to the Himalayas to investigate flooding and save a red panda.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they learn teamwork, they learn about critical thinking through adventure, at the same time about what causes such natural disasters and its threats to animals in the wild.
Okay.
So real-world impact is twofold, as you mentioned. Children growing up, learning skills that are critical to their personal success, but at the same time, learning how to act for our planet. And corporate and community partners can join forces with us in scaling the delivery and accessibility of these experiences.
Okay, so how can parents and children get a hold of Ranger Buddy now?
So we have a couple of missions running right now. There's one at the Paya Lebar quarters. There's a few running at the Mandai Wildlife Reserve, including the Mandai Rainforest Resort. So we've made these missions very accessible, and parents can check out these, at these locations.
Yeah, it's super creative as well. And Abby, BCG X co-building these ideas alongside Mandai X. What does this partnership look like, behind the scenes? How does BCG X's approach shape the way these ideas kind of come to life?
Right. No, thanks, Audrey, for asking us. I think Belina has been the past, more than 18 months. It's been a pleasure working together. I think sometimes we joke that if you walk into our office in Rochester Park, you probably wouldn't tell who's from what. So we really blended in very well as one team. I think, Belina, your team bring great energy and great industry expertise and knowing very well about what is Mandai's mission, what is Mandai's assets. And for us, we are a bunch of, previous builders, people with digital expertise who are bringing that methodology and expertise together. So really, I think as one team, we can bring up the best out of, venture and the industry. So it's been a wonderful time working together.
Oh, that's so good to hear. And there's always the question of balancing purpose with profit, right? So, Belina, how do you make sure Mandai X's ventures, stay true to your mission of conservation and education?
Wow, I think we have come a long way in our methodology. So we always focus on what is an unmet consumer need, but we apply a very strong filter of how we can make this purpose-led. So we have actually killed a lot of venture ideas that did not make that mark, right? And it is very important to ensure in the ventures that Mandai builds that we empower people to actually apply sustainability and conservation in their everyday lives. Yeah. That is not just one additional task that I need to do, right? But providing better solutions to consumers. So, for example, the edutainment brand, children and parents have many choices, but Ranger Buddies offers an edutainment experience that allows them to do good at the same time. So it's this concept of doing well for our consumers and doing good and empowering them to do good at the same time. That is the Mandai difference.
All right. And Abby, what about you? What do you hope to see with this collaboration between BCG X and Mandai X?
Yeah, no, I think Belina just mentioned it. It's been super inspiring to see, corporates like Mandai, like Amex, to really focusing on, not just building a profitable venture business, but also bring that positive impact to the world. So that's been a great experience for us, and we look forward to working with corporates, more of corporates having this good balance, and then to bring the positivity to the society to make good impact.
Yeah, so Mandai X and BCG X taking conservation beyond the reserves right into our everyday lives. Big thanks to Belina Lee, CEO of Mandai X, and Abby Zhang, Principal Venture Architect at BCG X. Thank you both so much for your time and insights today.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Keep it here on Money FM 89.3.
Before acting on the information on Money FM, please consider if it's suitable for your own investment objectives, financial situation, and risk tolerance. To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.